every day.
It really doesn't. It's kind of just what happens when you've had a cold.
Or you've just dressed to, you know, impress over the weekend and it's just like gone into the week.
No, because as our listeners will know, I was sick, which is why we are missing a week.
Hello, everybody. well, welcome back. You know, it's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, get a little glimpse into our conversations before this podcast starts.
Oh, gosh. We've had a bit of a full-on 2 weeks, so we apologise for the delay in the upload schedule. I've had a shocking 2 weeks, not going to lie.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say it, but she will, hopefully.
Yeah, I haven't had a good time. I haven't had a good run, and we all have these weeks. But mine was fucking shocking. But that's okay. Yes. We're not going to go too much into it. But she's alright. She's doing okay. Reese, on the other hand, was just sick.
I actually was. I was genuinely just sick. So
she just had the flu. No COVID, just the flu.
No bullshit from this end. No sex from this end. Just sick.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah, me too, don't worry. No sex on this end either.
Yeah. Oh. Triggered.
Sore subject. Let's not talk about that, but that's okay. We're back. We're ready to go.
And we know you've missed us, so thank you for the messages. Erin, thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Yeah, love you, Erin.
You patient bitch.
But we're back. We're back with the content.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a guest on this week. So he will be joining us a little bit later.
Yes.
But we are going to touch base on our eventful weekend.
Yes. If you follow us on Instagram, you would have seen it because I blogged it the night it happened. God. But, so basically, most weekends, Brooke and I only go to Manly because fuck heading to the city.
City is way too far.
I'm sorry, it's too far, it's too much of a hassle, it's too expensive.
Yeah, by the time we get out there, drink,
exactly,
come home.
Yeah.
We might as well just go to Manly and spend the same amount.
Exactly. And the people that you want to go home with are fucking living in fucking Bondi or something.
Yeah.
Like, fuck that.
It's too far.
No, it's not a thing. Yeah, so basically we went out to our usual. We headed to Wharfie first, actually, and we saw that it was ticketed, and we were like, well, what the fuck? Like, I don't want to pay entry. Like, again, that's what the city's for.
Yeah. So I think Wharfie has now started to charge after 9.
I think so.
I think that's what they've come to now, that as soon as it hits 9, they charge you.
Yeah, which I get. Like, I understand that you want to make some money, but, I mean, you would. Like, the bar is always fucking packed.
It's because they've got the one bar, too.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. But not a lot of people head out until after...
Yeah, so they're
9:30 anyway, so they're a bit sneaky.
Yes, so that wasn't fun. So we kind of were like, we'll check it out, and then we're like, nah, we'll go and check out the Stain because you know you can go to the Stain pretty early and it's fine. So we got in and we were vibing. Like, it was okay.
It was good.
It was alright. The music was a bit weird, good. But we were like, it's fine. So yeah, we basically had our drinks, we were just chilling, and obviously it was the start of the night, and I was like, bitch, we haven't seen each other for like 2-3 weeks, we haven't been out for like a month, so let's like get a cute photo, like we looked really good, like why not? And usually we go in the bathroom to take it, like, you know,
the girls'
it's the best lighting, like why not?
Yeah.
And you also don't really want to be judged by guys that are like, oh, let me take the photo for you, and just take photos of themselves. So yeah, we went into the disabled toilet because it was so busy in the girls' bathroom.
The girls' bathroom was packed, and we were like,
and there was like no one there, but there wasn't even that busy. But the girls' bathroom was busy.
Yeah, and there was no room to take photos. No, like it was busy.
No, so then, like, admittedly, I'd had a few before going out, so I was a little bit like, oh fuck it, let's just go into the disabled toilet. And, like, nothing went through our minds that it was dodgy, that it was going to look bad. Like, we were just like, best lighting, by ourselves, let's do it. We can do a timer shot. We have proof, okay? You would have seen it on the Instagram.
We have the photos.
They're cute photos. So, basically, like, we took the photos, everything like that. And then we get out, and this woman with this tight-ass bun walks up to us and goes, come with me. And I was like, whoa, what? I was like, I thought we were just getting, like, free shit.
I obviously walked away because I thought you were behind me. And I was just like, let's go, let's vibe. And she tapped me on the shoulder. I was like, the fuck?
I know. I was like, wait, is it just me? Like, where's Brooke? Like, I thought we were getting into, like, the VIP bit. I was like, oh, what did we do?
Yeah.
And, like, she pulls us into the VIP bit with, like, all the slots and stuff. And she was like, do you know what that looks like when you both walk into a disabled toilet? And I was like, that we're disabled? Like, what?
That we needed to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, I was like, no. And she's like, well, it looks like you've just been doing drugs. And we both looked at each other like, I'm sorry, what?
What?
To be fair, Brooke has never touched a drug in her life.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, if obviously if that's what you want to do, that's what you can do. But like, no. I am not that person. Like, alcohol is enough of a drug for me.
Yeah,
to be
but
honest.
she gets absolutely
so
stuff
like I
alcohol.
Do not. I know. I am one.
You die. And I obviously wasn't on anything because like I don't do it when I'm with Brooke because like, one, it's expensive and like we have a good enough time anyway. I don't need to. And so we both looked at her like, okay, well, you can check us. Like, we're not carrying a bag. Like, we don't take a bag out anymore. Literally a bag, not a bag of Coke. And she looked at us just like, she was just looking us up and down like, well, it's the rule. And I was like, but you have no proof. Like, look at our eyes. Look at the way we're talking to you. Like, we haven't just done drugs in the bathroom. Yeah. Check underneath my nails if you want. Like, you can't find a shred of drugs on us.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm sorry, it's just protocol.
She's like, oh, I just have to kick you guys out for drug use or drug possession. Yeah. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was kind of like, and we were both kind of like, okay. Like, we can't really do anything about it. Like,
yeah, so we just walked
you made
out.
up your mind.
Yeah, it's not like we're gonna be like, hey, like we were just taking photos, like we can show you.
Literally, but she
wouldn't have believed
know.
us anyway.
And she was like, she was an uptight woman. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna fight you. There's really no point. So we walked out, had to scull our drinks, which was like, oh, okay. And we were like, shit, what are we gonna do? So we went to Wharfie, paid for the ticket, everything like that, and it was just packed in there. Like, it was so busy.
Crammed.
We couldn't even like walk to the bathroom without like absolutely getting like a knock in the head.
Yeah.
So then one of my mates was going to be out, and I was like, sweet, I'll meet you at Stain. Like, if we walk in as a group, it'll be okay. Mm-hmm. And then we got to the bus stop at Wharfie, and we were near the Wharf Bar.
Yeah.
And we're both like, fuck, like, how are we going to get in? Like, I'm wearing bright orange.
Yeah.
Like, that's memorable.
It wasn't even like that we could do a switcheroo, like.
Nah, it was bright fucking orange.
She was in bright orange and I was in a black top.
Like, I was a fucking traffic cone. Yeah. You were going to see me.
So the second would have been like, oh, orange top.
Yeah,
black jeans, black top, denim jeans. Like, there's no way that you could have passed that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had turned around and was like, maybe we should just go home and get changed. Like, it was early.
It was like 10 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, it was early by this point. We were just like, oh, maybe we should just go home and get changed. Like, they're not going to know.
Yeah.
But luckily...
Yeah, luckily one of my friends was going to meet us at Stain. And we were like, oh, do you have a jumper? Like, do you and your mate have a jacket? And he comes along with these cute little, like, his two mates. And they were, bless their souls, like, absolute angels. The other guy, not so much. But anyways. And so... we were like, we went into Ivanhoe, had a couple of drinks, and we were like, all right, let's go, let's try and get in.
Yeah.
So Brooke chucked on, me being a beautiful friend, said, Brooke, you wear the puffer jacket, because like, it will suit you, because she always wears puffers.
Like one I was wearing, but it was black, so like...
And she looked super cute. Like, she tied her hair back. We took our hoops out. I put my hair up. And we were like, sweet. I was wearing this corduroy throwover, like a long sleeve. It was it's a decent shirt, but it was like a cream colour. I've never seen myself in like a cream. And I was like, no worries. I couldn't see myself. Luckily, Brooke didn't take me to the bathroom. Thank fucking God. But
you didn't look bad.
To get in, I had to tie it all the way up. Like, I had to put it the top button up. Like, it was top buttoned. So I looked like I was about to go and hook up with a female. Like, I looked like the butchiest lesbian you've ever seen.
So well too.
And I had the deep voice because I was sick. So everybody, like, even his mates taking the piss, were like, oh, I didn't know you were lesbian. I was like, yeah, cool. I literally was like, I think I want to go home. I'd rather not be seen like this. So then we were in line and we were both just like shitting them. Like, we were like, had such anxiety.
Yeah.
Because like the secchi on the door usually gets Brooke because she's always red. She's red now, as you can see.
So the light behind us that we're filming on at the moment just produces so much. It doesn't actually produce that much heat, but it produces enough heat to make me red.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if I didn't have my puffer on, I would be red. Purely because of the light.
Yeah,
I've just got such a pale complex that I just red. The minute
she does,
just anything happens to my face, it's just red.
Yeah, and the guy takes it as like, it's alcoholism. And he's always like, how many you had? And she's like, I'm not even drinking. Like, I'm sober.
Oh my
and he's like, checks her ID. And
Like,
I'm full just sitting there like, bro, she's fucking sober. She's got her keys in her pocket. Like,
oh, like, cut me some slack. He hates me.
He actually does.
He
hates you. So he wasn't actually on the door, so we were kind of lucky. And we didn't know where the woman was that kicked us out. So we got in, and the whole time we were just on edge, like, walking around, freaking out.
Oh my God, I don't get anxiety, but my anxiety was like to the peak. I was like,
crazy.
shit. I don't like getting into trouble, and I don't like confrontation.
No.
So those two mixtures with the Seki.
Bro, you should have seen us. Like, we walked
I was
upstairs
shitting myself.
to try and, like, get the top angle to try and see who we could see. And Brooke found her and was full. We were just watching her the whole time, like, seeing what way we had to face. Like, I had to keep my top button up, and I was like, I just want to open it.
And it was so warm.
It was so hot. Like, Brooke was in a puffer.
Get this fucking thing off me.
So we were just cooking, and, like, you could just tell we were hiding from something, like, because we were both just looking around, like, we looked like something suspicious was going on, like, if we didn't get picked up the second time, fucking hell.
If we didn't look sus the first time, we definitely looked sus the second time.
We looked like we were on drugs the second time, for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
But maybe they just thought we were a lesbian couple, so it's fine.
Yeah.
So that was really, really eventful for us, actually.
By the time we'd settled down... Like, and just before we left, I fucking took the puffer off.
Yeah, we were like, fuck
and
it.
I saw her and I looked at her and I was like,
Yeah, I saw her at the kebab shop afterwards and I was like, yeah, whatever. That was me.
Yeah. Fuck you. Thank you so much for getting us back in.
Yeah.
And one of the other Sekis that we were waiting in line and one of the Sekis walked past and he was like, oh, I know them. Like, they're regulars. Let them in. Like, and we were in, like, obviously completely different,
and I was like, I'm
covers.
sorry, what?
And I was like, oh my God, bless.
Yeah,
and then I ended up going up to him and I was like, if I need your assistance, I'm going to hit you up. And he's like, yeah, of course. Like, anytime. I was like, thank you so much.
Save us from this woman.
Please fuck her
She hates
off.
us. And she was, like, she looked like someone that was going to, like, proper, like, yell at you. I felt like we were going to get in trouble if she saw us again. But yeah, that's a lesson, girls.
Don't go on
just
the
be
disabled
careful
toilets to take photos.
Yeah, and if you're doing drugs, do it discreetly. Don't go in the same toilet.
Just go into the actual
stains on it.
Yeah, don't. I think it was the disabled toilet. I think that. But Riss and I were talking about it, and we were saying, you know, what's the difference between going in the disabled, apart from obviously it being a disabled toilet?
Yeah, we get that. We're sorry about that.
Going into there and doing it, opposed to going into the actual girls' bathrooms and going into a store together and doing it. Like, they're...
But I think they kind of cracked down on it, because, like, obviously in Wharfie, when we went there, the security guard actually walks into the bathrooms
the bathroom, yeah.
Like, obviously they can't come into the cubicle with you, which is fair enough. But I remember one time when we were at Stain and we were in those other bathrooms near the entry. You know, like, other ones. Yeah. One woman was watching the doors and being like, no, two people can't go in together. And I was like, that's weird. Like, something must have happened. But it must just be because they're, like, cracking down on drugs.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry, but people do drugs before you get there. Like, people are doing drugs fucking at the table. Like, come on.
Yeah. Don't worry about the toilets. Worry about what's actually going on in the pub.
Literally.
And the club side.
I just don't get it. Like,
don't monitor the bathrooms. Yeah. Like, what if one of us was scared and, like, or felt threatened by another female?
Literally.
And we just needed to go to the toilet. Like, and we didn't want to
go. What if we were actually disabled?
Yeah.
We're not. And I do apologise. Yes, we shouldn't have used the disabled toilet because it is for disabled people. But that's what I mean. Like, if that was a disabled person, mentally or, like, however people can be disabled.
Yeah.
Like, she would have felt like such a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
So,
but we moved forward.
Yeah, that was our weekend.
So, yeah, that's
a good way to bring in August, wasn't it?
It was. Going
Plus
out.
the alcohol.
Having a fun time.
After Dry July.
Yeah, did a month of it. And it was,
it
was hard. But alcohol tasted really good.
It was really good, actually. I didn't really have to
you did
have many, and it was good. I can't remember the last time I drank, too. Like, Riss and I were discussing...
Like, basically did a month with me.
Like, the whole of July, didn't drink.
No, you didn't.
And then a couple of weekends before that, in the June, I ended up driving.
Yeah, because that was your dick appointment.
Yeah, that was.
You can go back to episode 1. You found it out.
So that, it's been like two and a bit months for me since I've had a drink. So,
wow, real MVP over here.
It was good fun.
It was fun.
It was a good weekend.
You don't need drugs. Just have a couple months off.
Yeah, have a couple months off and have one drink.
Get absolutely smashed. So, no, we have a very fun time when we go out. And that was just a moment that I'm loving it because we get to tick that off the bucket list. We got kicked out of the club. Staines actually just very fucking chill too. Like, it's a fucking pub.
Yeah. So very surprising and so early too. Like, I think it was like 11 by the time we had gone back to Wharfie.
Yeah.
11:30. Went back to Wharfie, got out, and we're like, it's 11:30. We're not going home yet. Like, it's way too
I think it was even earlier than that. Because I couldn't believe how early it was. Yeah. Because you were like, oh, let's go home. And I was like, so what? And like, just to get changed. And I was like, oh, thank God. Like, what do you mean? Yeah. I know, it was a hard time. Like, it was crazy. But this is what we get up to. And, you know, this is the life that we're trying to show you. And very excitingly, we're going to bring in a guest.
Yes.
And he's going to tell you all about the boys' side of things. So we're welcoming Lorenzo. Come on in. Yay! Hello. Welcome. Mic check. You all good?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
I hope so, because fucking hell.
Don't talk too close.
Oh, fuck, sorry.
Beautiful. Okay, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right, well, 25 from the beaches. I'm a barber down at DY, so if any gents out there need a haircut.
Don't go.
Hey.
Go on, give it a bit of a
Sonda
plug.
Men's Grooming in DY.
Wow, but, this is advertising for you, isn't it? Is that why you're here?
I G'd all the boys up saying that I was going to promote the shop, so...
Wow.
Okay, you can leave now.
Alright, sweet.
So, you going to pay us for that?
No, well, hang on. There's no payment either way,
That's
so...
kind of how it works.
Okay, well, maybe we can sort something out later.
Okay.
Hey, now.
Relax, you do.
Okay,
so how did you guys meet?
We just been met through mutual friends, basically. We had like a big group, and you were dating a certain someone, and I was dating a certain someone.
Tristan's been mentioned.
Yeah, Tristan has been mentioned.
Tristan,
yeah.
And, well, I won't say mine.
Nah.
But yeah, and then we just met through there.
Nice. Okay, so when was that? How long ago?
Oh, God.
2019?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019.
First impressions of him were not great for me.
I bore my...
What, really? Like what?
I had a really bad haircut.
But you're a barber.
Oh, I don't even... No, he wasn't a barber at the time. It wasn't even like...
a barber.
No, it was...
The way that you looked, it was the fact that you and Matt threw up on the bus.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So Lorenzo...
you know from that, I was actually famous from that. I had people coming up to me being
wow.
like, did you throw up on the back of the bus with Matt Riley like a month ago? I was like, yeah, that was me.
That's a weird story. That's huge. I love that.
Yeah, so bad.
Okay.
And
that was really bad.
It was Matt especially. Like,
yeah,
Matt
he went home after that night.
He had butter chicken.
I got with a girl that night after
What is wrong with you? That's gross.
Look at you go. You're so proud of that too.
I had a white shirt on and I vomited on my white shirt and then just zipped
that.
up my jacket.
That's disgusting.
Well,
but you were having was it the tequila with the worms in it?
Yeah, so I finished off the tequila with the worms, but then someone else had like flavored vodka, so then me and Matt had that, and then apparently I don't remember, but me and Matt had Jägermeister, which I've never had before in my life. And
Jäger's the bomb though.
Everything just mixed into one, and then.
But Matt's was pretty bad.
Matt
was like
Matt was worse than me, but I was still managed to. I did another thing I remember from that night. I did 3 laps of the Ivanhoe line. He was like, "Get out," and I just went to the back of the line, and I just kept.
Wow!
Until I got
did you get in?
I got
no way! Oh, it's that easy. That's what we had to do.
Yeah.
Just keep going around in circles.
I just kept doing laps.
Persistence is key.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
That
okay.
That was a lot.
That
was first impression. I totally
first impression.
Was that the first time I met you?
Yeah, because we had pre's at Matt's.
Oh wow!
With everybody, and then we got on the bus, and we were sitting up at the back of the bus. And just the tequila with the worms, I think, set you both off.
Well, I ate the worm. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I was with Jade at the time.
Jade, oh.
Yeah. And I said to Jade, I turned around to Jade and I was like, I need to get off the fucking bus. So Jade and I walked from Queenscliff all the way down to Manly.
And then Matt just got out of the bus and just went.
Yeah.
And then.
And Elisa had to go pick him up. So that was good. That was good fun.
That was fun.
That's
how we met on the back of the bus.
Wow. Okay.
Well, I met you before that, but it was just like
that was
like great first
fair
impression.
Enough.
But
I wouldn't be happy with myself either.
I mean, my first impression, I thought you were gay.
Yeah, well, I actually get that a lot. I do.
Have you thought about it?
I don't know what was it that made me super gay.
I think it's just your persona, to be honest. Yeah. Not a bad thing.
No,
I thought it was gonna be a vibe.
Yeah, not a bad thing at all. There's a weird thing that maybe I don't know what it is, but there's this weird thing that like when heterosexual males get together, we just turned super gay. So it could have
Really?
just been, yeah, it's just a weird thing.
Okay.
Especially when you're in a friend group as
drunk
well.
and I don't know, just super gay.
Well, I mean, girls do it.
Yeah, girls do it.
It's different, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a weird thing that guys do. So I don't know. Maybe I was just coming off my heterosexual gayness and it just seeped onto you. I don't.
I mean,
suits you, it's fun.
You do you.
But I'm definitely not gay.
Yes, you have a girlfriend.
I do have a girlfriend.
How exciting!
Hi.
She gets a wave. That's really cute.
She does get a wave.
Well, exciting. So tell us about your previous single experience then, because that's kind of what our podcast is about. I'd love to talk about your girlfriend, but I'm sorry.
That's all right. So, which one? Do you
What's
want like
the
a
best one? Like, how long was the longest, and what happened in it?
Okay, so I got out of a
memorable?
relationship with a girl who, like, you know how we all have that one really bad breakup?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was mine.
Okay.
So I do tend to get into relationships a lot. Like, I prefer to be in a relationship than single. But I got out of one, and my longest was about 8 months.
Okay.
And I never really had my hoe phase. So I had my hoe phase a little bit late.
Okay. Well, you're talking to the same person.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh, but I had mine like 22.
Okay. Decent. Yeah, you're old.
25.
No, that's all right. Yeah, but you guys were together for ages.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, I've
that's
had two
Yeah.
really long ones. Anyway, not talking about me.
Oh, sorry.
It's not bad.
It's not about me.
Yeah, so it was about 8 months. It was like from like my birthday, from like September to like March of 2019, I think.
Yep.
I did heaps of fun stuff.
Okay.
What do you want to couple stories?
Well, you've obviously replied to a few of our stories. So we're going to call you out on those. I think one of them that I remember is that you had sex with a twin.
Yeah, both of them, but not at the same time. Okay,
I mean, it would have been cool if it was.
Okay, so I'll try and explain the story and not use anyone's name.
Yeah.
So I was dating. Well, we were very freshly dating.
How about you give us fake names so we can kind of keep
we'll
up?
go Hannah and Anna. I don't know.
Oh, beautiful.
We're Hannah and Anna. So I was dating Hannah.
Okay.
And
making it a lot easier bringing them the same kind of name, but
yeah,
sure.
I don't know.
Twins.
Just the same thing that came to me. So I was dating Hannah at the time, and it was Hannah's and it was both of theirs 21st. So it was a massive night. I got really drunk. And anyway, me and who I thought was Hannah.
So Anna.
Started doing.
Sorry.
Wait, there's a nice part in this story that's a bit weird, but started doing the naughty, and halfway through she goes, "Hey, can you call me Anna?" And I went, "Your sister's name?" And she goes, "Yeah, just call me her, please." And so I was moaning my girlfriend's name too, and then and I wake up in the morning. So we fell asleep. Wake up in the morning, and I go, "Why did you want me to say your sister's name?" She goes, "What?" And I just went,
Oh, fuck.
No.
and then we stopped dating.
What did she? What? Okay, what?
I
time
don't-
was
I-
that? What
Okay, so
happened?
we woke up in the morning, and we obviously had that chat, and she goes, and she put two and two together. And
Hannah?
So the one that I was dating put two and two together.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. She just wanted. She wanted this. She's only human.
So how did you like?
How did I walk? I was really. What are you confused about? I was
Yeah,
really,
but what? Who did you get in trouble? Like, did she be like,
Oh, she was
you're
like,
a
"Get the
dick,
fuck." Yeah,
like,
she was
it's
like,
your
"Get the."
fault?
She was like, "Get the
And
fuck."
what
out."
happened to Anna?
Like the
I have-
sister, how did
I have
she
no
react?
idea because I'm blocked. Both of them are blocked.
Wow.
But she goes, the last thing she said, she goes, "Okay, well, you know where the door is." And I was like, "Okay."
So, okay, real question.
Yes.
Who was better?
Do you remember it?
Well,
Come on.
okay, I'd slept with my
Girlfriend
girlfriend
at
at the time, only like a handful of times, and then I slept with the
Anna.
other one, when I was like really drunk. So it was.
So both shit.
Oh, yeah, they weren't. No, they were not. They were nice girls.
You're blocked. They're not going to see it.
Okay. No, they were both shit.
There we go.
They were both.
Just tell the
they were
truth.
both-
This is called ToxICK
They were
twins.
both-
Tell us the truth.
They were both bottom 10.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bottom 10.
Yeah, they were both bottom 10. Well, it wasn't.
Right.
It was just like there was nothing really.
I mean, she spiced it up. You thought she spiced it up by wanting to be a
yeah,
sister.
yeah. I thought that was.
That's spicy.
But it was. There was just no like emotion, you know. I don't know.
You were probably really drunk.
I was really drunk.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember like going to sleep either. So
Wow.
it was just a whole big night. It was partly my fault for getting too drunk on her birthday. So
I think you got to
Sorry.
take some responsibility.
yeah, I will.
For sure.
I'll take half.
Yeah, no,
If you're watching this,
I think it's like 60-40.
70-30.
70-40?
70-40.
70-40.
Yeah, right, okay.
So that was a bad one. I don't know. I've got so many really awful date stories and sex stories.
Give us one of each.
One of each.
Okay.
Give us the worst one.
Okay, my worst like sex story is just like it just keeps shambling on. So, okay, so when this is after I broke up with my bad relationship, I did what any self-respecting human being does and gets back on Tinder.
Wow.
Oh, we have all done that.
Yeah, of course.
Still on it?
Yeah.
And I remember swiping on this one girl because her only picture was her in a G-string. I was like,
that's me, maybe.
Obviously. And I remember seeing it was like 7 kilometers away. So I was like, sweet, it's close. Then we matched and it was like 25 kilometers away. Anyway, she ended up living in Blacktown, but her friends were all over here and she...
Tinder changes so easily though.
So
bad.
I hate
As soon as you literally move, it goes, oh, there
yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
on.
You're stitching me up here. Now I've got to drive her. She lives in Blacktown.
Shut up.
I'm the same though, don't worry.
Yeah, fair.
She lives
It's not
in Blacktown and she's like, I come over here all the time. Like, we should hang out one time. I was like, fucking no. And we went on a date. We just went bar hopping around Manly. It was actually a really fun date.
Yeah.
And but we get to like 10 o'clock. I'm a little bit tipsy. She's really drunk.
Yeah.
And I wanted to obviously have sex. And she goes, my friends have a hotel room. Do you want to go back there? And I was like, not really. I kind of just want to go home and like have sex.
Yeah.
But anyway, begrudgingly I go and so also at the time we walk in to the penthouse at Novotel. It was so nice.
Fancy.
Yeah.
We love that.
Yeah. There's 2 moe looking dudes, so like like shaved head, big beards, like guys who drive like AMGs basically.
Right, like bouncers.
Yeah, but they're like ethnic, they're like Italian or whatever.
Yeah, cool.
There's 2 chicks. One of them is on the table in her G-string just dancing.
Nice.
And the other one's like sitting on his lap.
Living life.
So I walk in, I'm like, holy shit, I'm about to get fucking rolled. Or I don't know what the fuck's going to happen.
And you walked in with the chick?
I walked in with the chick,
yeah,
because they were all friends. And they come running over, they're like, oh my god, hey.
Yeah.
I go up, I'm like, hey, guys, how you doing? Like,
yeah.
Friends, and they're like, sure, cuz you're good, you want a beer? They offer me a beer. Their whole fridge is just full of beer.
Wow.
And then on the table there's like 4 plates of cocaine. Now...
love that.
Now, a little disclaimer, I've never even smoked a joint, let alone done any coke, cat, nothing, right? We sit down, this chick's still fucking dancing. I'm like, what are you fucking doing?
She's high on a lot of the stuff that you're about to touch, man.
And she this girl like leans over to me and goes, I want you to snort coke off my ass. And I was like, holy fucking shit, I've never snorted coke off anyone.
That was Kaylee, everybody.
I've never snorted coke, let alone off someone's. Anyway, so I'm like, nah, it's all good. Don't worry. Like, I don't want to steal your stuff. The guy goes, sure, cuzzy, take it. It's all good. And I was like, so I'm holding this plate with this $50 bill, and I'm holding it like this. You were
gonna do a line. You were gonna start with a line.
Well, I don't know. I didn't even know what that means.
Babe.
No, I'm like walking up, and she's like, we walk into the bedroom. I'm holding it like this, and I'm like, I put it down. I'm like, okay, cool. If I just leave it there, she'll just forget about it. She just gets completely naked.
Nice.
And then just gets into doggy and she goes, do it. And I'm like, oh,
you could have just pretended.
I was like, okay, well, hear me out.
Okay.
I was like, I have 2 options here.
Yeah.
I can leg it out of this fucking hotel room. Oh. Or I can do the line.
I would have legged it.
I picked
I would have done the line.
Well, there you go. Yin and yang.
That's why we're here.
So I picked option 3 and instead of inhaling, I exhaled. So I went...
You blew it everywhere!
And also, by the way, it's so hard to do, like, put the coke on an ass cheek when it's, like, rounded. It was falling off. It wasn't even a line. It was, like, curved. It was fucked. Anyway, so I go... And it goes fucking everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I can just see where this is going.
And then she goes, did you do it? And I was drunk
yes.
and I was scared and I just put her head in the pillow and we just started having sex.
Nice.
And then we were like moving the bed and the coke fell off the bed. So now I've just wasted like $400
so
with these guys.
expensive.
Oh, and then we finish up and I take the plate back out. I'm like, hey bro, he goes, haha, you finished it all, you sick cunt, and he gives me a high five, and I just go,
don't tell me you told
holy
the truth.
fucking shit. No,
Okay,
it's still on the floor of the Novotel.
Nice.
And then that was it,
Shit.
and I never saw her again.
Wow.
Did you block her straight after that?
No, she blocked me later.
Oh!
She
Yeah.
would have gotten in trouble, I reckon.
Yeah.
They would have
Yeah,
saw
she
it
would
and
have
been like,
copped
oh.
So
He didn't do it.
that was a bad date story. No, that was a bad sex story. My bad date story is a really funny one as well.
Okay.
So, my bad date story was when I was 18. You actually knew me at this time. When I was 18, I was like, could have been when I was turning 9. It was like mid-tape, and I was like doing tape with Matt and everything. And I used to get Centrelink payments to pay for tape, but I never used to pay for tape for Centrelink. I don't know how I pay for my tape course, to be fair. And then on the weekends I'd work.
Yeah.
So I was actually earning, thanks to Centrelink, really good money. And I was probably like $800-900 a week for an 18-year-old is just like ridiculous. Anyway, so all I would do is just go out on the weekend and try and buy girls drinks and get them to come home with me.
Oh my
Which,
God.
by the way, if you're 18 and you're going out and buying girls drinks, don't do it because it doesn't work. I learned that the hard way.
18.
Yeah, it was just the worst. Anyway, it actually worked this one time. I was like, I bought this girl a drink and she goes, take me out next weekend. I was like, cool. So we went out this next weekend. She lived in the city and she picked the restaurant. Why don't you like the city?
The city's gross.
It's too far.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So we went to the city, went to this really nice restaurant. Everything was black. It was really nice. I can't remember the name of it, but it was really nice. Anyway, we're sitting down, and the first thing she says is to the waiter, she goes, I'll have a bottle of Moe. And I went,
Whoa.
holy shit, that's a lot of money.
That's fancy.
It's like $120, and I'm doing like the maths in my head. I'm like, okay, $900 minus, and I'm like going like that. Anyway, the restaurant was so expensive, and she
Yeah.
orders just like the most expensive shit. I'm going, I don't know if
Do
this
we
chick
have
actually
to
just wants
pay
it.
for this?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, this chick just wants a free fucking dinner.
I do.
Anyway, yeah, I mean, fair enough. I
I
don't
wouldn't
blame
pick
her.
the most expensive thing on the fucking
No, I
menu
neither.
No,
though.
but she picked these remember she picked ravioli. I got 4 ravioli and they were $32.
Yeah.
And she got
Ravioli?
and she got, they were like big ones though, like that.
Yeah, but
big.
still.
And she got 2 plates. Yeah. Anyway, so the waiter comes over and she goes, "Can I take your mains?" And she goes, I don't even know what this was. It was like a soup, but it was like really spicy. Anyway, the waiter goes, "Look, it's actually like very, very hot and it's catered for people, blah, blah, blah." She goes, "No." I'm pretty sure she said something like, "I'm a spicy bitch, like give it to me." And anyway, so she brings it out. She's now like 3-4 glasses of Moe deep and she's just pumped ravioli. Now she's pumping this like fucking chili soup thing. Anyway, my dumb ass goes like, "This is going really well, I'm going to get laid." She goes,
What?
"Yeah, I know, I was stupid at 19. I'm
Yeah.
still stupid now." But
Fair enough.
and she goes, "I just need to go to the bathroom."
Of course she fucking does.
And I was like, "Yeah, well, good." Anyway, she's in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. I had finished my mains.
Fair enough.
And she comes back and, okay, this is what I saw. I saw like, we have to go. Like, let's get out of here. But it was, in theory, it was probably more like, we have to go.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Fair. I would be, yeah.
I pay the bills, $380. Yeah,
Oh,
for dinner.
I'm so
And we didn't even
sorry.
get to dessert. It's fine. It's fine. Once you hear the end of this, you'll...
Oh no.
So she goes, so we get in a cab. This is before Ubers, how old I am. We get in a cab and we probably drove 250 meters down the street. She's got her shoulder on, her head on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I'm going, fuck yeah, I'm going to get laid.
No.
And all of a sudden she just goes in my lap.
Oh, no.
Poor
And
girl. But you didn't
Just vomits all in my lap. And I stress out, I'm like, "Oh, can you pull over please?" We pull up under this like little bridge and it's like dark. I get out, I'm like shaking the vomit off me and I just hear thump. She drove off without me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of the
The guy
city.
even drove. What?
Yeah. So I'm in the middle of the city, covered in vomit.
Not even yours.
$400 odd dollars
Oh
deep.
my god.
Didn't get laid.
That's the worst part. I didn't even get
You
laid.
didn't get shit.
I didn't get shit. And then I was like, I'm gonna have to call my mum to come pick me up,
Oh,
or I'm gonna
no.
have to catch a bus. I just caught a bus and I fucking stunk when I got
Yeah,
home.
you would have.
Oh.
Oh, babe.
And then again, you could probably imagine I never heard from her again.
hope you would never speak to her.
Well, no, I sent her a text message. I was like, hey, I hope you're all
You're
good.
okay. You're such a sweetheart.
I was like, I hope you're all good, and like, I'm pretty sure I said, if you want to hang out again, if
you want to try again.
She must have been attractive.
Yeah, she was so hot.
Okay, did she reply?
No, I have haven't. Never heard of her.
You're
If you're watching, I hope you're all good and no hard feelings.
Stop eating spicy food.
Yeah, don't eat
or just don't drink too much and eat spicy food.
It's Moe though. That's nice.
Yeah, she was pumping the Moe. Holy shit.
Yeah, but like alcohol with
but like good on her.
Food.
She fucking went out. She got a free dinner. She got a bowl of Moe.
Yeah, but she would have felt so bad afterwards. Like, she didn't even get sex. Like, come on, think about it. She didn't either.
Yeah, but
she could have though.
Yeah, she could have had someone on her. Who knows, but then she goes, "Hey, honey, I'm gonna go get on a date." And just, But yeah, that was probably my worst date story.
That's insane.
Anything that involves vomit is horrible.
So, wow. Yeah. Okay, well that's exciting, and we love stories like that.
Yeah.
Brooke actually had a few questions.
Makes my life fucking sound boring, to be honest.
From our Insta that she asked.
Okay. Here we go. Fucking hell.
Okay, so this is just throwing them at him. He hasn't had any preparation.
I have not. No prep.
Just give us your best.
Yeah. So, a couple of the questions we want to know from a male's point of view. So you can either generalize it or you can just see how you go yourself. How do you deal with breakups? So how are males like, obviously when you guys become single?
Yeah.
What is the process like for you guys? So obviously it's a little bit different for a female and a male. So how do you guys?
So I find it can work one of two ways. I guess it depends on how the breakup goes. I guess if the guy breaks up with a girl, then
it's quite easy for you guys.
Yes, I would say 7 times out of the 10, he's probably looking to have sex with other chicks. Like it's the unfortunate reality that nowadays, especially I find on northern beaches, like you have so many opportunities for sleeping with so many people that like it's easy to just get out of one relationship and then go just do whatever you want.
Yeah, of course.
But so there's like that route. But if like you've been like heartbroken or like the girl breaks up with you, then I think girls don't know that like a lot of the time the guy's actually really like vulnerable, and the guys do get really what's the word, like insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
So like I've been kind of both. Like my previous ex, like I just like we were together for a year and a half, but we maybe like progressed in the relationship like 1% to 2%.
Yeah.
And there was just everything was just pointing towards breaking up, and it was just it was right for me. She was obviously like really upset, but it was just right for me. But then I've also been broken up with, which was really hard because like if you don't see it coming as well, that's like
blindside is so bad.
Yeah, so I guess it just depends on like where you're coming from,
and
if you're doing it for yourself or if you're doing it to sleep with other people or if you get broken up with. But a big thing is like guys do get really self-conscious and they get like upset.
So you guys do have emotions?
Oh, big time. We're like big pussies.
But I feel like girls are more verbal with it. A lot of girls will be like, you fucked me over, I'm upset, and they'll, really like let people know that they're sad. A lot of the time it's on Instagram or it's in a way 100%. That girls can vent. Yeah. Boys are very silent. They kind of drop off the face of the earth if they're upset. I feel like they kind of just go like into this mode that's like silence.
Definitely. And like a lot of time like you'll find that guys will go to the gym, and then that's when you get like that's how like that's how like a douchebag is like made. Do you know that?
Yeah,
it's
like, of course.
Someone gets like cheated on, and then they just get in good shape, and then they're like, fuck, if he can cheat and get her, then I can do the same thing, and then so you fucking chicks are making douchebags.
Okay, well that's good to see that side of it.
Yeah.
It's nice to know that you guys have a heart.
Yeah, well, like,
I know you're pretty good.
Yeah, like but I know like actually like I'm not gonna out anyone, but like working in a barbershop, you actually talk to heaps of guys, and you find
it's like
that
therapy.
Yeah, it's 100% therapy. Like guys come and like tell us all about like girl problems and it's weird. Like I'm sure girls would have the same thing when you guys do. It's like in a lash
tech a lot of the
time.
Yeah.
Or even like when you do your hair, like when you get your hair done, guys actually end up leaving the shop with like so much confidence.
Oh, good.
And you just like you don't like. I don't think girls like quite understand how like I guess like insecure some guys can be.
Wow.
It's but then the insecurities also like you kind of got to work on them yourself. Like guys should be going to the gym and they should be trying to look after themselves and everything. And and if you're not and you're insecure, then kind of comes down to you as well.
Yeah, there's got to be a two-way street to the point where you have to try and do something about it. For people to be like,
definitely.
Okay, you're moving forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else did you have?
So another thing that a few girls wanted to know was about communication. So in regards to why, so I don't know whether you've done it yourself or whether like it's happened to you, but like so let's say that you're talking to a chick and you're really into them and you're talking for like ages and then all of a sudden the communication stops on your half.
Yeah. Okay.
Ghosting is what it's called.
Yes.
There we go, yeah. Okay.
It is ghosting. What is the thought process behind that? Like, I know that, like, I'm pretty bad on my phone and I don't really reply to people in general. Like, even with Riss. Very, very rare. But, like, what is your thought process? Especially when you guys have had such good chat and it's, like, a long-term thing. Yeah. What is that, like...
Is there a trigger?
Or do you, is there a trigger, or do you guys like freak out going, fuck, this is getting too serious, I need to stop? Like, why do you not communicate your feelings to the chick that you would be like that you would be into, and you just ghost them? That's
actually such a good question.
Yeah, we need that part.
We need that reassurance.
No, that's such a good question. There's like, off the top of my head, there's like 50 things that I can think of. A lot of the time that I found, this isn't me actually, this is just a lot of the guys that I talk to, is they'll be talking and you guys, or women in general, just won't give them something, whether that be like sex or whether that be like time of day. Maybe you suck at replying, or maybe you'll post a story but won't reply to his like message, or something will, like, there will be usually something and they'll just be like, fuck this. A lot of time if you're talking to a guy and he's been hurt, you guys do it as well, like you just have this like wall up, and the minute that you see something like icky, they'll just be like, oh, you know what, fuck. And the guys have this mentality where they go like, oh, fuck him, I don't need him, and then and then you'll just get rid of that. But I think the biggest thing is like guys are like relatively simple. Like if you give them
they're a lot
if you give
more
them like
simple than you think.
Like a couple things, if you give another thing that girls don't like know a lot about is guys like it when you care. And what I mean by that is like I've had so many girls, like I've slept with them and then we've been like chatting and then they're just like, I remember this one girl, I was like, she goes, tell me about your problems. And I was like, okay, what the fuck? I was saying about work stuff, and then she goes, yeah, you just got to do what you got to do. So she kind of like went to give a fuck and then just like didn't back it up. Fuck? So like I think if you like the girl that I'm with now, she does like little things that I'm just like, holy shit, no one's ever done that. Like she came over the other day and she stayed the night, and then in the morning she just made my bed, and then I got home and I was like, did you fucking make my bed? She goes, yeah. And it was just like little things that like you don't think like, you don't think are big
that you really care about.
Yeah, and then so like I guess it would be two things. It would be like if you feel like this could like potentially lead somewhere, like making an effort to actually care about him, but also like it would be like something that you haven't given him, or something that he's like maybe getting elsewhere that he that he's not getting from you. Right. Whether that be like, a lot of the time it will be sex, like if you're not
physical.
Getting but that would be but like it could be so many things. Like I know some guys who have just gone, oh, I just wasn't feeling it.
So why did they not say something?
$1 million question.
So instead of being like, okay, not into it, whatever, I'm just gonna end it. Why? We're not that sensitive.
Like most girls will be like, I'm kind of just not into it, I'm not feeling it. We'll fade out, be like, I'm super busy, sorry, I'll try and get back to you.
Like, we communicate to a point where we're like, we're trying to tell you lightly that we're not interested anymore, or that this is getting too much. Why do guys just cut it off?
So
like,
you just freak out.
There would be two. There would be like, if you have like a guy's like pretty good looking and a jock or whatever, he would just kind of have that mentality of like, oh, like I don't care, so I don't have to like reply to her anymore.
Right.
So it's just a lack of care, I guess. But then guys do freak out. They go, oh shit, fuck, never mind.
Know.
Yeah. So it would be like,
never mind.
What?
Nothing.
Just never mind.
They just go, oh fuck it, who cares, and then just like freak out. But a lot of the time I know guys just go, oh, I just stopped talking to her because I don't care, kind of thing, or like I just don't give a fuck. That would be the biggest thing. It would just be a lack of care. It's actually not as deep as you guys think it is. It would just be that they literally just don't give a shit.
Do you think that sometimes if they are insecure, they just don't want to hurt someone and they don't want to say it? Like, because a lot of girls I know do that.
I don't think so. I literally just think it. Yeah, I literally just think it comes down to like not caring.
Okay.
I know like a bunch of guys who like classified as like good looking on the beaches, and they just can't. I'm like, what happened with you? And he goes, I just don't.
But even if there's like it was getting serious, they just don't care.
I know this other guy, and I know this guy. He's like every chick who I've ever showed him like his profile, they've gone, oh my god, he's so fucking hot. He was literally dating.
Can you let me know this person when we finish, please?
Do you want me to just?
No, we'll do it after.
Okay. She was just like, they were dating for like I think like 9 months, and then I actually went and spoke to him after like a while, and he goes, yeah, I was just tired, but she was just like, she was hella but he's like, you know those guys who got like a mullet, they go to the gym heaps, they like those guys. Tight. Yeah, he's
please.
Yeah, I'll show you after.
Continue.
Those guys are the guys who just don't care.
Red flag.
And and they just go, because as well, this guy can, like, I've heard stories of him just like chicks just coming over to his house and just having sex with him. Like they will just rock up at his house, or they will like, he doesn't even have to like put in effort, and he just gets it like that. So if you've got a guy, and I know like heaps of guys like that, where they just can get whoever they want, and it's like, it's so effortless.
Yeah.
Right.
That they don't have to care. Yeah, they don't have to. So I guess it depends on who you're talking to. If you're talking to someone like that, and there are plenty of them on the beaches, just like know that he's 99% of the time talking to someone else. So just,
I think from a girl's point of view, I think we just tend to be like, oh fuck, like what's happened, like especially what have we done wrong, like if especially if you think that it's going good and like all of a sudden like it's kind of just stopped. From a girl's point of view, it's kind of like, okay, like what did I do wrong? Like it kind of puts us in a shit position because they can't turn around and be like, look, I need to slow down, or I'm not interested anymore, or like it's kind of phased out, whatever.
100%.
I think it's just harder on the girl.
Definitely, but I think if there's anything to take away from it, don't take it personally, because sometimes the guy like doesn't even know what he might even want. Yeah. Or like he's just in a completely different headspace. Yeah, right. So don't take it personally. Yeah.
All I can say.
Oh, here we go.
Just communicate. Like, just tell. Like, I know that you guys don't care because you got fuckwits, but so like just tell us. Like, honestly, we're seriously not that sensitive. We'll be upset about it, but like we'll get the fuck over it.
Okay, so I have a question. In that scenario, would you prefer to just get a text to say, hey, not feeling it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Any girl.
Guys actually wouldn't know that.
A lot.
What?
Yeah,
no,
guys.
Tell us.
No.
Tell us.
Okay.
Like, honestly, like, Riss and I have spoken about this multiple times. Like, if you are not feeling it, just tell me.
Even when
I would rather be, if I'm 100% into this guy and I'm like, yep, like, love where this is going, and he turned around to me and said, hey, this is moving too quickly, like, I've freaked the fuck out. I would rather be upset in that moment than get absolutely heartbroken.
Yeah,
anxiety and everything before that comes, like when you're getting ghosted, if it's like you're like, what's he thinking, what's happening, is he coming back, what have I done, like those thoughts are awful compared to someone being like, I'm sorry, I'm just not ready for it.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, like you guys think that, but then the guy just isn't even thinking in general. He's just kind of like, I don't know, that's my I've ghosted people before as well, and I don't know, it was just kind of like a kind of thing, and I wasn't even thinking that far ahead, but
wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
something new every day, don't you?
It's definitely been good to have an insight from a guy. We've been going for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, very long time. But we'll definitely get you back on.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna have
Lorenzo part 2.
Yeah, a bit longer, I reckon. But there you go. It's crazy to think that sometimes girls and guys, you know, just aren't on the same wavelength when it comes to certain things, like just talking to someone, having a situationship. Like
100%.
But it's good that we can get that insight, and we're definitely going to have a lot more questions, hopefully, after this as well.
Beautiful, thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm actually so proud to be the first guest.
Yay!
Well, second guest.
Yeah,
first guy
Kaylee
guest.
was the first.
Oh, fuck.
That's all good. We're not going to cut it out, though.
Thank you so much, guys, for being so patient with us with our upload schedule. But we look forward to being here again next week.
Yeah, you get to hear our beautiful voices next Monday. So we'll see you then.
Bye.
Bye.